Welcome. It's Psychic Tuesday, and I'm your guide, Bernice Bisson. I was away last week, and thank you for coming back this Tuesday to rejoin me to talk about all 12 signs, sun, moon, rising. There's messages for everyone, and then take some calls. And I just want to say, I had a wonderful trip through the Caribbean because I'm spoiled that way. And I went with my sister, who is my best friend, ride or die, and some friends of ours, and we had a great time. We had this crazy experience with butterflies, and we were in Costa Mayo, Maya in one of our stops, and there was hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of butterflies, all kinds, all types. And being a little prairie chicken from Canada, I'm not used to, I have to actually go to a butterfly house at a zoo to see butterflies like that. They were all kinds and it was so amazing. And all I asked for as I walked through the port and back to the ship, all I asked was that if my mom was with me, just land on me, mom. Let me know a butterfly landing on me would just be my sign from my mama bear that she was with me. And my mama bear is like right up there. You can see her picture. And lo and behold, an orange butterfly landed right on the top of my hat and sat there for like 10 minutes as I yapped and yapped to people. And a good friend of mine took the picture. It is on my Facebook. And I'm just was I love spirit. And I'm always glad when I'm always affirmed that spirit hears us, because even in our times when we don't think they do, they've heard us, they've got us, and we are in the palm of their hands. And so let's get started. Let's start. We got messages for all 12 signs, sun, moon, rising. I'm going to begin with Aries. And again, Western astrology, tropical whole house astrology. And so let's begin. We've got Aries, the message. You're being tested. Step up and honor your truth. And this next 7 to 10 days, we have this week is kind of nice, but as we get further into next week, Halloween week, we get lots of intensity with a Pluto Mars square showdown. And so Pluto and Mars both rule Scorpio. The sun is joining them in Scorpio along with Mercury energy in Scorpio. And that energy and that oppositional energy is going to be tense. So be patient with people. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't spout off opinions, like you don't know anything about. Make sure you have the truth of things. Make sure that you don't engage in fights. Don't bring a knife to a gunfight, as they say, I suppose, right? And so you're going to be tested. Step up and honor your truth. That is your integrity, your truth, how you're being valued, what's important to you, Aries. You could have offers and opportunities. Make sure it is worth your time, energy, and your reputation. And so, and honor what you know to be true to yourself. Don't break promises to yourself. Okay? Okay. Tauruses, sun, moon, rising. Tauruses, boy, this energy, next year around your birthday is really that opposition of Uranus, the sun. It's the final. It's some big stuff for you about moving forward. And now and to your birthday, you'll be wrapping up details, plans, and things around your birthday. That there is a powerful full moon coming for you as to shed light on and culminate into November for you, where you need to do the work, where those challenges will be. Pluto and Mars will be opposing each other, which is in your house of companions, partners, long-term commitments, including jobs and careers, and business partners, and anyone that you're making commitments to. And so remember, integrity to yourself as well. Imagine a life full of what ifs and now do the thing. Imagine a life full of what ifs and now do the thing for you. It's going to be about imagining the plans, what the possibilities are, both pros and cons, and then get to it. And your birthday is a great time to launch. Okay, especially with that full moon energy shedding light on those areas that you can't take with you, because Pluto's going to change signs into Aquarius, never to go back. And so you're able to really step forward into people, places, and jobs you are committing to. All right, Taurus. Gemini, you have Mars energy. Mars is in your sign, Gemini, and with that Pluto opposition, that Scorpio opposition, being challenged on communications, asserting yourself, being able to put yourself out there. Your sensitivity is your superpower, your ability to tune into a situation, to tune into people's emotions, to tune into the energy of the room are all going to be really important over the next 7 to 10 days, especially as you could see someone marching right up to you to come pick a fight and you'd be like, whoa, let me stop you with some kindness and kind of head them off at the pass and redirect them. So this is going to be some superpowers of yours over the next 7 to 10 days. Geminis, you could even have, I keep thinking paperwork coming at you, communications, paperwork, emails, legal documents, things you need to sign, conclude, put to bed. There could be back and forth negotiations. I do think they are quite beneficial to you to sign and get them going. Cancerian, sun, moon, rising. Boy, that Pluto is in its final degrees of Capricorn. And it could be unexpected oppositions that pop up at work, things that are like, something gets away in the media, something could be challenging, something could be where you got to clean up. You're the cleanup crew. You got to make things look good, make it be nice. You got to smooth things over. And with that Pluto sort of energy in Capricorn in it, I feel like this is the last stand. Once you kind of make the stand, you're really able to address an issue and move forward, not having to deal with it again. And just whatever happens, don't feed the trolls in your head. Don't let your own thoughts, your own insecurities, things where you're not feeling confident get to you. No negative self-talk. Anytime it happens, tell yourself to stop. Don't talk to my friend that way and return it to the sender. Okay, Cancerians. Leos, sun, moon, rising. Boy, you fire signs, you have some big energy coming into your house of commitments and partnerships. Particularly over the next 7 to 10 days, you'll get tastes of it. And as we head into later November, you are going to feel really some surprising energy coming through partners, their money, their opportunities, their desires, surprises, things like kind of epiphanies that show up that way. You already know how to be, so just trust yourself, trust where you're at, uh, trust where you're at in terms of your own psychic abilities, in terms of they might come to you for an opinion. Trust what your gut's telling you. Trust you're giving good advice, Leos. Trust that you have to be a bit of a rock for people around you. You're going to have to stabilize those around you as well. So just keep that in mind. Then we go to Libra, sun, moon, rising, Libra. You can be your harshest critic or your own best friend. Choose. Oh, true story. You had a crazy, powerful eclipse moon full just recently in your house of partnership in Aries, highlighting wounds, things that you might have to deal with in terms of property, assets, parents, belongings, estates, houses, papers, disability papers, insurance claims, things like that you'll have to deal with over the next 7 to 10 days. Solidifying, you might be on hold a long time with customer service numbers. Don't let it get to you. But I feel like you might have to take care of business on behalf of other people. And you're really effective. And it might turn out you'd be like, you get a few small wins. You're like, yes, I got that. Yes, that's done. But it feels like you could be the sorter of some of that. There is some chironic wounds around this full moon we just had in your house of commitments and partnerships that can be a bit testy or challenging for you, that people you hoped would show up didn't, and people you didn't think would show up did. Could be some pleasant surprises. Could be some final truths. The next 10 to 10 days is going to tell you that. Scorpio season. Oh my gosh, happy birthdays to my Scorpios. And you've got this Pluto Mars opposition to each other. If you're looking for opportunities, you're going to have to create them. Do not rely on other people for opportunities. Self-make. This is a time to self-make. You've got the sun, you've got Pluto at work, you've in your house of communications, you've got Mars at work in your 9th house. You've got your reset button of your new moon coming, really being able to launch new ideas, new self, new identity, new places to work, new places to live. And in terms of romance, a bit of a bumpy ride. I feel like people can come with a whole lot of promises, but not a lot of actions, which don't get disappointed. Rely on yourself, focus on your own income, your own paying off debts, getting where you live. You could sign leases, solidify where you're at. There's some good things going on for you there. And you could even get tapped on a shoulder for an opportunity around work. I know. I feel like it's some good stuff for you. Sagittarian, sun, moon, rising. You can stop. You know you can. You can stop negative people, negative talk, the ball from rolling. You have control over what happens next. You have control over what happens next. So you might have the ball in your court right now to make a few decisions. And you've been hoeing and humming about, do I do it? Do I not do it? Do I make this change? Do I not make this change? Don't rely on other people to show up for you. You could find disappointment in family. You could find disappointment in friends who said they're going to be there but didn't. You could be pleasantly surprised by who does show up for you in ways. And you could really be thinking about your money income. You could have influxes of money coming in. There could be celebrations around you. There could be weddings, celebrations, influxes of money, things that you get good news for you, people around you, family. It could even come in through sibling groups. Now, siblings could be a dicey area for you, could be make you a little crazy. They could try to sabotage just through their own, you know, flaws. So be kind, be gentle, recognize people's flaws. Capricorn, sun, moon, rising. Stop thinking about things so much and let yourself feel. Don't stay in your headspace, Capricorn. Of course, that Pluto energy in your sign, the final degrees, what revolution is before you? What old ideas are you letting go of? What is it that has plagued you since 2008 that you need to address? And I almost feel like it's your role, your identity, how you're seen, how you're valued by people. And you could be really stepping in, and next 10 days could be a bit tense and forcing you, compelling you, urging you, or enabling you to really move forward and leave behind old career choices, old circles, social circles, people, and things that brought you down. And I feel like your limits, you set a new glass ceiling now. You have new things to reach for. And as you step into December and closer to your birthday, you're going to really start to feel that coming in December, January, new things to reach for because Pluto has moved on and you really aren't having the same power struggles you've had in the past. And power struggle is truly about you giving up yourself for someone else. So you won't do that no more. Good learning. Aquarian, sun, moon, rising. Oh, my little Aquarians, you are about to get Pluto in your sign in a big way. And this is power. And it's funny because you guys don't really value power. So this is going to be really about maybe having your ideas, you could have a viral video, you could have your ideas latching on somewhere. You could be asked to volunteer, help, contribute, put your 2 cents in. And boy, oh boy, Aquarians love to put their 2 cents in. They know stuff. So just any half-arsed efforts will have half-arsed results. So you got to show up. If you have the idea, you're going to have to show up through the implementation, how to carry it through and how to assess it. You're going to have to do the thinking for others. If you have a project on that, you're going to have all the details of your project. Now, in luck for you is that you guys are the best list makers ever. So get out your pens and papers and start making your list of things you want to accomplish. Because as Pluto rolls into your sign, particularly when we get to January, February, and your birthday, you'll have Pluto as an extra contributor to power. You'll have the sun, you'll have Mercury, you'll have your new moon moving you forward in big ways, really getting you excited about even educational opportunities, communications. Maybe you learn a new language. There's something about really stimulating your mind, your communications, and your energy there. It's kind of exciting for you guys. Pisces, sun, moon, rising. Boy, you got 2 planets right now. Your ruling planet, both retrograde in your sign, feeling a bit heavier energy. It's kind of stationed. And it's going to amp up. I mean, much like we've seen some of that hurricane energy down south, you're going to find that as you move closer to your birthday, you're going to have that similar hurricane energy coming at you with a plethora of romantic interests, opportunities, spiritual journey opportunities, invites to your social environment, really kind of as you lead into your birthday, getting back to your old self, starting to feel like your energy is not so exhausted. So it's going to be some nice stuff coming at you. And know that your ancestors are watching over you. Now, you could have a really profound connection with your loved ones, your ancestors, spirit really guiding you, giving you signs, giving you symbols, giving you opportunities and serendipitousness that you're going to find are going to come through just unique meetings and opportunities over this next 7 to 10 days that really will bring opportunities as you get forward to your birthday. Thank you. You can find me at bernicebissonpsychic.com. You go to my website, you can book appointments with me, and you can listen to my podcast, and you can find my social media page. I have a Facebook page only. I have no other social media. I will never reach out to you on any platform at all. And if anyone does reach out to you saying they're me, it's not me. And I don't have Instagram or anything. So it's not me. And anyway, I'm only here on A1R Psychic Radio, Moonstruck Television, and my own personal website. And you can find me and any of my links there directly. Thank you. Let's get to our caller today. Today we've got Sharia. I believe it's like Sharia in Georgia.
Yes, Sharia.
Oh, Sharia. Thank you, my lovely lady. My name is Bernice Bisson. I'm here to be of service to you today. How can I do that?
I was at first thinking I was going to ask a specific question, but I know that you are gifted. So I just want you to tell me whatever you feel like I need to know, if that's okay with you.
Well, thank you. And thank you for the vote of confidence. I appreciate you doing that. And we're going to do what I love to do. And I love to work with your physical chakra energy. And I want you just to begin by counting backwards from 7 out loud slowly. Take a deep breath and you can begin.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you. Let's begin. I'm going to begin. I'm going to talk about 7 to 1. I'm going to start at number 7, your crown chakra. Your mind, your ideas, your dreams, your conscious state, curiosity. Curiosity is the word that showed up. I'm going to draw words for each. I'm going to just talk about them. So the first word in your crown chakra, and that is to wondering what happened, wondering what happened. You know, there's a man who passed away who keeps showing up in my mind, and almost like he could show up in the dream state, he could show up in the vision state, light, and I feel like he'll come across your mind wondering if he's okay, wondering what happened. He's okay. And I feel like I almost want to talk about a family brother figure. Could be like an uncle figure, but your mom and this man. And so I'm going to come back to that. I also want to say you have new, you have to respond to something around work, changes with work. Maybe you have to be flexible and show up more. Maybe you're being called in. You might have to fill in, be called in, or respond suddenly to opportunities around work. And they actually turn out to work in your favor. And maybe others can't show up. Maybe others can't seem to, you know. And oh, so we had a bit of a glitch, I think, but I'm going to keep talking. Then we've got your number 6, your third eye, your psychic eye, and I call it the filter for relationships. And I get the word kindness, the care of, the consideration of, having to take care of others. It doesn't feel like a romantic word. It feels like where you're having to feed others, help other people out with maybe day-to-day or routine things going on around you. Then I go to your throat chakra, number 5, things you've been talking about. I get the word awareness, plans and awareness. So if I look at your headspace, I am going to say this. I feel like you're going to be pulled in different directions. You might have some personal daily routines, running around, errands, the care of people, helping people, having to bring that together. And I also feel like you've got opportunities for other income. You might have to show up, become very present right away, fill in. I feel like it's going to bring you some opportunities. If I go to your heart chakra, your beautiful heart chakra, I get the word play, and this is number 4. The heart chakra tells me that therapies, the care of, um, there's concerns for someone's son, concerns for someone's son. And I'm going to tell you they're going to be okay. That there could have been some concerns for them. And I feel like they're going to be okay. And I keep getting the therapy when I think of that word play, and that you could really be the sounding board for people and helping carry people through. And that can include extended family members. Then I go to your guts, your solar plexus. So number 3, and I get the word focus. So focus, awareness, and curiosity show up.
I can't hear
And
anything. I don't hear anything.
Okay, so if you're having technical hearing me here, it is recorded, and you can go and listen to this reading when they post the video. Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, okay. And so focus is your solar plexus. And this is where your work, you're going to be pulled in different directions. And I feel like you're going to have to find a very clear balance on where you're earning your income, how much you're putting in. Are you losing something and committing to this? Do you have to say no to some things? And so that's going to be really big for you, is maybe saying no to some things that could, it's too long for me to get there. It's too much of an effort that I'm putting out. I'm really not getting or making money doing this. So there is some changes coming on your work, your income front. And I think anything that you can do closer to home, the better is for you. Now, for you, number 2, which is your sacral chakra, and that is your inner self, your inner divine feminine. And I want to say that the word perseverance, right? Like, I'm sure that what you've been doing is persevering. And if I look at relationships and your relationship words, I get the word kindness, play, and perseverance. Those are relationships that are requiring you right now to go and help, to go and take care of, to take care of the details, to be present for people. And I feel like there is an element of therapeutic help for people around you, and you could actually be that therapy in some way, and that persevere through that. Tough times don't last, tough people do, and you seem to be getting through this next little bit that feels a bit tough, even financially. There could be a bit of a pinch, but don't worry. There is some funds coming in for you that you will know later in November and into the first week of December, something that you could be waiting for, a check, a payout, a bit of money that seems to come in the next few weeks. The root of everything for you right now is growth. And so with the perseverance, the therapies in play, there is growth, meaning that at the root where there's been losses, and I feel like I need to talk about 2 men who passed, and they keep sort of showing up with you. And I feel like someone's brother figure, and I feel like almost like there was 2 dads, or there's 2 father figures. And I just want to say there's the care of a woman that shows up, and you are very helpful, you're very therapeutic. Um, there is a baby that's going to show up in the root of family, and I do think you're going to know about this in the next 12 months. I feel there's new birth, new generation, new growth at the root of family, and I'm going to pick on someone's son who might have a son. And I just feel like that seems to show up, or the news will show up. I feel like there is something very solidifying in terms of your home and where you live, and that there's changes within the structure of your home in the next 12 months that are really, you're really pleased about. It could be maybe someone moves and you get an extra bedroom. Maybe you get more room in the house that you're in, or you're going to get this place with more room. And that's going to be really important for you. And it feels more stable. And I feel like different generations of children, both children and grandchildren, people around you that you're helping out. You're helping out with people's kids. You're able to do that. And if I think of your romantic life, the words kindness, play, perseverance, and growth, working through something, working through a romantic connection, someone you already know, someone that's already around you, someone that it has, things you need to work through, that there's things to work through in partnership. You still have to deal with them, even if they're like connected to you through children or connected to you through, there's something that your level of compassion, your ability to be playful, to persevere through things, to really hear people from a heart-centered place romantically, I feel like it's going to really serve you well. Like there's something about having to work through difficult relationships and or challenges in relationships, even past or present. I'm not talking about new relationships. I'm talking about past or present, because there's real growth that you'll see in past or present partners. There's real, or both, and that maybe your boundaries that you've put in place, Sharia, has been really beneficial to you, although it might felt difficult and lonely when you put them in. Kindness is not an easy word in relationship. Kindness requires you to be truthful, whereas being nice can have a level of dishonesty because you're being nice over being truthful. And so there's something very much about the truth of things in relationships, seeing the true value in people or seeing the truth in them. And that this is really coming around for you, that you could find, that a previous or present partner comes through for you when you didn't think they would. And it could come in a funny way, that they show up again in a funny way, or that they're able to show up to you in a tangible way. Because I think all you've been asking for was reciprocity, is that I've given a lot. It's just my turn to receive. And my girl, it is your turn to receive. And so you're going to see a lot of what I just talked about over the next 7 to 12 months. You have beautiful energy words, some great stuff around your work that if you fill in, jump in, it'll be good for you. Thank you for tuning in to me. You can find me at bernicebissonpsychic.com. And you can find me every Tuesday here on A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck Television. And I love reading for everybody. And I do look forward to seeing everyone in the next 7 days. Stay safe, stay warm. We'll see you again.